Hi. I'm tired. I'm always tired. So, let's get into the swing of things. We're just gonna finish this, we're gonna just finish this, these last two missions and that's it. That's pretty much all I'm doing today. I'm quite literally, that's all I'm doing. I am going to just run through these last two job roles, or, role quests, and that's it. We have DPS. We have both of the DPSs. We have physical DPS and we have magical DPS. Or yeah, magic caster and physical. So we gotta do that, and that will be what our plan is today. That is quite literally all we're doing today. So let's go. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Can you stop checking me out? Hello? Yes, of course you are. To explain from the way you carry yourself, you're just the sort of woman I've been looking for. You're perfect. What are you talking about? My name is Louis Rec. Reek? My name is Louis Reek, and I am a bounty hunter, but not just any bounty hunter, I will have you know. Nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin eaters. I just dealt with this with a tank. I literally just dealt with this with a tank role quest. Not only that, I have recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it will take considerable strength. Whoops, hold on. I just realized I had the game audio off. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equal formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have in mind to recruit. Walk away without a word. Well, wait, I have money. Lots and lots of money. You will be well rewarded for your service. On my honor. Watch. We're not getting a goddamn cent after this. However, as much as I am certain you are the right woman for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test would suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. Did you not watch me walk away? Quest accepted. Zoom. Chat, maybe I'm gonna start finally editing all of the, maybe during the Critical Role sessions, I'm gonna actually start editing all of the Shadowbringers, Stormblood and Shadowbringers VODs. Maybe I'll start doing that. I'll hate it, because there's issues regarding what OBS did with my VOD. Like, pretty much every single VOD except for maybe, I say maybe, these last couple of VODs have been fucked, if I do say so. And so I'm gonna have to see whether they'll actually work out well for us. But I'll try and edit them down as much as I possibly can. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. You will be the bait. Shit, never mind. We got someone who looks exactly like Ardbert except his hair. Oi, milord, got your package here. Also, this, the parasol came in as well. What? Well done, my good man, and here is your payment. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, the bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself, or rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open, then slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. There you go. Okay. We throw some meat. Sunshu, you're not allowed to take any of the meat. Okay? Okay, Mom. I'm leaving, Mom. You don't have to worry about me. He looks back, sighs at the food. Mom, why do we have to drop off such deliciousness? Can't we use other bait? Oh my god, Mom, there's an attacker! Mom, since he's dead and the food is still right there, can I have it? Sunshu. My precious boy. Go have it. It's not like he's gonna care. Yay! Also, Haseo, thank you so much for the Prime, darling. Thank you. I will meat and potatoes. I will make meat and potatoes, yes. Guess what? Thank you so much, Haseo. Thank you so much for the Prime, darling. Guess we're done with casserole? No. No. We have finished healer and we finished tank. We finished healer and we have tank. So now we have DPS and we have caster. But I will say, with this last dailies I did this morning, I am now level 80 on Red Mage. So I can carry Red Mage through the entirety of the caster role. Thumbs up. Did he know Sunshine grew butterfly wings? Did he hang out with Feaol too much? I think Feaol blessed him a little too hard. I don't know what you're talking about. How could I have blessed any more this beautiful fey creature than what I have given him? He simply desired it, and so I granted his wishes. I think you should give me a thank you rather than a criticism. Feaol, I love you, but also you're making two instances in Ilmeg because of your trickery. I'll have you know that deep dungeons are something that everyone loves, and I would be more than happy to have you, Warrior of Light, my precious, precious sapling, to also partake in it. But you are too weak. Feaol, I'm trying. I need to get to Dawn Trail. Well, try harder. Mom, every time I sneeze, the wings come out. Not my owl wings, but the fairy ones. And I've been sneezing a lot. It falls now? It is true, Sunshu, it is fall now. Oh no. I'm allergic to everything. What did I come back to? We were talking about the fact that now it's canonical that Feaol actually gave Sunshu fairy wings by accident. I just wanted to make him pretty, and this is what he desired. It is not my fault that he wanted to be beautiful. So maybe you deserve to have some wings of your own, sapling. So, Sunshu, shrink. I need to have a little silly... I need to have an animated emote of Sunshu, like, looking and then walking back. Like, you know the Pepe meme where it's, like, looks forward and then walks away? I need to have one with Sunshu. Looks forward, walks away. Nothing wrong with being beautiful, sapling. Yes. Also, can I just say, Feaol, dude, and I don't know if this was a lie or not. Is Feaol actually becoming a minion? Because if so, dude, that's gonna be a great minion to have. I think a lot of people would love to have Feaol as a minion. That's essentially the same thing as having Midgard Storm as our minion. You know, doing the Turtwig Trot and Yawn. Oh, also that would be a fun one to have as an emote. Also, Freeman, I will say this. You should definitely be careful about what I'm showing, because this is technically optional quote-unquote content that you don't have to do for Shadowbringers, but it is something that you will very likely be doing for Shadowbringers, because you have to do one of these quests. I'm doing all of them, but you have to do one of them, and this might be the one that you pick, so who knows. So just be mindful of the fact that there is you know, spoiler. I know I'm half awake. I don't know anything. It's okay. Pet. A wind-up version, I think. Dude, I would love a wind-up version of Fail, dude. That would be so nice. It would be so nice. Also, hi, T. Also, Freeman, pet. Take a nap so then you can stay awake for the Critical Role watch party. I believe it. Take a itty bitty nappy. Why am I getting a message? Hold on. What is this? Audible blink. What the fuck's happening? Ah, I see. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, chat. This is like something important, so I had to. Okay, sorry, that was important. Augusta and I just finished episode 1 yesterday. Let's go. I'm so excited for episode 2, dude. Episode 1 felt super nice for sure. All right, I sent the message. I'm gonna continue this quest, but I may pause after for just a second so then I can see what the response is. Fantastic! I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Now that I know that he's a rich guy, it's now becoming the kind of almost fanciful voice. So gotta bring that uppity voice, you know? I'll pause when I see, oops. I'll pause when I see a response. Don't worry, chat. Also, by the way, I was talking about this with Eldon and Meteor yesterday. But I'm gonna try to make a outfit for tomorrow for both Dark Knight and White Mage, because I think those two will probably be the classes I will use for the end of Shadowbringers. So we'll see what happens. But I need to make 2 outfits, and I've been trying everywhere to find a White Mage outfit that I like, or like try and like replicate it. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still looking through things. I might do that during. I might do that later. So we'll have to see. Also, Abria and Matt going head to head was so good. Then Ashley joining the table, our jaws dropped. Dude, that entire scene, I'm like, oh my god, yes. But also, I love the way that this entire campaign, all of the people already know each other in some manner. There's connections everywhere, and they're like the amount of like trees, like connection trees or relationship trees I've seen online about who works with what, you know, what people are, like, connected in what manners, etc, etc. Dude, it's been so fun. It's been so nice to, like, see this big connection. Also, high-powered fantasy! High-powered fantasy! Those stats, damn! I'm excited to see how well that's gonna go. I think that this is going to build such a good connection with the rest of the campaign. I think that this is going to build a lot of really good, high-intense moments because of the fact that people just know one another, you know? So, chef's kiss. Anyways. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good woman. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. You mean a paid partnership, right? Let us commence the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Okay. Why? Every time I get this, like, black screen, I keep thinking, meanwhile at wherever the hell, you know? Oh, I know that this is just eating noises. I don't like those noises. Ew. Another helping? No. Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I don't even know what the fuck the first statement was. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea? There you go. Andrea is her name, and she roams Norvrent in the guise of Rendaray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head, why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrent. Only you and I can stop her. Okay. So she was a warrior of light. Didn't the warriors of light save the world? Didn't the warriors of light save the world? I always like seeing the information that they give regarding being told this question. Huh? What an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? I want this for my collection, my achievement list, if you will. And regardless of what the Warriors of Light were before they became Sin-Eaters, that's what they are now. So we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. And again, renownedness! Actual awards for being able to do this. To me, truly. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? Andrea? Andrea? Yeah. With pleasure. I hope I live to regret this. That's funny. With pleasure. Because you're paying me. Right? So begins our formal partnership. I can see it now, you and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side, the picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyways, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh, is the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. What is this substantial compensation you are planning to give me, huh? Ah! Shoot! You're asking me for the compensation. I did not prepare this. Wait, it's you! It's really you! You actually came! Do you want me to leave? I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me. Yes, of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Almarang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone. It would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider which was giving folks trouble, and now it's been turned. It's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance. I see, I see. Well done, my friend. Your payment as promised. Here you go. Thank you. Goodbye. Why bother going out and about pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote your precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, you may now depart for Almarang and delightfully named Samuel's backbone. For in pursuing this spider, we may yet find its maker. Hi, uppity. So far, who's your favorite hunter partner? What do you mean by hunter partner? Time to go to Mordsuk. The role, quest partner, Gyod Gran, and now Lewis. Okay. I did love Grandson a lot. I think I related to him a lot because he was doing this out of vengeance, and it is so Dark Knight coded because he is a Dark Knight. But like I think I loved like his questline a lot. I love Gyot a lot just because they're very silly, but it kind of got to the point where it felt like, again, they were just playing a character and it just felt a little too much, you know? It just felt a little too much at some point, like this kind of almost ridiculousness. But then again, Gyot's like quest and like their progress was nice. I think their progress was a lot nice. Gran definitely has my heart, but again, Dark Knight, Lost Love, etc., like his growth as a character, I do dearly fond of it. I do dearly fond of it. Lou is definitely not in my top 10 right now. There's not even 10. He's just not even there. Dark Knight coded too much, you're biased. Oh, of course I am. Of course I am. Of course I'm biased. But also, it's Dark Knight coded, it's Ishgard coded, it's losing your loved one Hoshafont situation coded. His entire, like, his section that includes the fight, right? The fight of the war from what's it called? Sorry. The fight when we are in the perspective of the Warrior of Light, in its entirety, that is the vault coded. It's absolutely vault coded, right? So I'm just like, I don't know, like I feel like that's kind of like that's so like I love it, you know? That's so me. Lost love, trying to go for vengeance, realizing it's not good, realizing that like they wouldn't want this, doing this for their sake, growing and learning and kind of like moving on from the situation. Yes, I love that. Ardbird really got friends with baggage is true. But then again, listen, a bunch of mishap people are definitely worthwhile. Also, yes, it is Critical Role Night. I needed to do this because I've been slacking on my streams for the last couple of days, being tired. So I'm doing this. This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. Arachnid? I forget. Arachnid. There you go. I was like, what the hell is the phobia? Arachnophobia. Arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I have yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah, nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for the sin-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunts begin. Not like our Warrior of Light hangs around entirely trauma-free people either. Not like Warrior of Light isn't a traumatized person to begin with. Oopsies. Oh, okay. Sunju, you're gonna be on attack mode. But also, I think the only thing is that maybe Ardbird had a lot more, like, Ardbird had a lot more in, Gyot's, like, story. But at the same time, maybe it's just because it was the first one, so we expected to see Ardbert a lot more, but I feel like Ardbert had way more within there. And whether that's something or another, put hands up. That's not our decision here, right? But I don't know. I thought that was really nice, which makes Giot's like storyline go a little bit higher because of Ardbert's like incorporation into it, you know? You survey the area, you find no traces of spider. Also, no, I understand that I haven't been feeling well. I still am not feeling well. If anything, today has been a day, right? I am kind of low energy despite what I've been, like, you know, showing. I am having a little bit of a low energy. Oh, there you are. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you. At least with DPS, we're gonna have a very fast fight sequence. Well, at least for these ones. So that's not the worst thing. Doing the healer one was slightly painful. Slightly painful. But I wonder if maybe we're gonna get more fights then because of that. We'll see. But yes, I know. I've been taking care of myself and trying to take it easy. So, you know. I don't want to put too much onto that. Also, my captions are off. That's weird. Hold on. Ah, baby girl. Ah, there you are. Ah, time to get the vision of what happened to you in some way, shape, or form. Sam! Pretty baby. There she is. The Scourge, the Scourge? The Scrooge? Scrooge of Norvrent, the Devourer of Souls. Balam quits. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we can buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we'll strike as one. So how does she lose her team here? That's a great question. Damn it, she's on to us. Don't panic. We planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Renda Ray brings her down. Go, go. Wait! Not yet! There's no need to rush this. They're all bards. Sod it. Always so headstrong. Bugger me, my head! I can't! Oh, is this like she let her teammates down? How would they not have heard her? Also, no, she wouldn't have even been able to save them. She could not. There's no way she would have been able to save them. There's no way. There's literally none. My teammates, they died. No, no, come back here. Finish it, you bloody bastard! Finish me! Bleh. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this. I promise. I'll kill that god's damned beast if it's the last thing I do. Okay, revenge. Hey, hey, what was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. Do you need more money to go to the hospital? Hey, so this is what I know about her, actually. So, like, all these little details, and I promise you that they're real and I'm not crazy. Huh, you're unreal and you're crazy. By the gods, and I thought we were lucky to catch a glimpse of Andrea, but you're also telling me that you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though, 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast, a beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I have heard this tale before, I know it. Bah, it is common enough sort of tale, I suppose, and regardless, she is gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishments. Sorry, I'm looking at a bunch of things. Oh. Hold on, I'm looking at a bunch of things. There's a lot of things going on for some reason in Discord. Okay, there we go. Crystarium. I don't know why I got onto the hover bike for a second, but it's okay. Oh my grief. You know, there's a moment where, like, some weird things. Why am I constantly getting pulled into things, you know? It's very funny. I have, like, 5 different DMs about something happening. And I'm like, audible blink, guys. What's happening? I start streaming and everything comes up, you know? Anyways. The table is set, and so I bid you raise a The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishments. There's really nothing quite like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend, drink up. I don't like these noises. Can I freaking skip it? Had your fill? I've another few bottles ready and waiting to be opened. No? Oh, very well, if you insist. Yeah, I'm really not willing to take more drinks from you, I will say that. It occurs to me, my good woman, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly, did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now? Sorry, no, not friendship. This is a business transaction. You're paying me after this. Right? Hi, you can just call me lady instead of good woman. LadyOka. Reek and Lady. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Reek and Lady. The daring duo. The brave bounty hunters. The scourge of sin eaters. Once we have slain Andrea, not a soul in Norvrent will not know our names. Okay. They shall ring out all across the realm. But I should dwell over much on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to send double, nay, triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. You sure it's wise to spend your money so freely? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. But they don't use gil as currency, so this would just make no sense for him. Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever. I'm fairly certain they don't use Gil here, so like, how would he... Yeah, I guess he just went context clues and or ignored the statement. Sorry, there's like a lot of things. What the fuck? Oh my god. Ugh. Sorry, I'm like dealing. I'm low key. I'm low key dealing with children. I'm low key dealing with children. Goodness fucking grief. Okay. Okay, I'm quite goodness grief. Sorry. It's not, this is not real life. This is literally not real life. This is just things that are being a little over accelerated, and I'm just like, guys, what the fuck is like going on actually? But it's okay. What, like, in the end, whatever, right? Like, it's not my place to say. I'm just kind of like squint. You know, but it do be that way. That it's something. Anyways, cracks knuckles. All right, at least it's over. I don't think it's over. I think it got accelerated, but I'm taking the biggest fucking backseat on that, because I you know what? Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, right? But I just don't. Dude. I know shit's about to like blow up if things come up about it, and I'm gonna just try and seize it, you know? Anyways, also, you're fine, Sella, by the way. I already have soup. Funny enough, I have already soup because I got it before it started raining in my damn like place, so that's all good. But anyways, how them role quests? We're doing good with the role quests. We're now starting up DPS. We're starting up the DPS class. We are at 74, which is not too far in, but I think we'll be able to make good on time. I'm just dealing with, I'm not joking, like 5 different DMs about 5 different things, and all of them are just like, I'm just blinking, going, why? I just started streaming! Like, why am I getting these messages? But it's okay. I guess it's the same. It's the rough estimate. The same stuff, just different metal carvings. Huh? It would be kind of funny, though terrible, if the implemented variable rate exchange rates across the various regions we go to don't use guild, just like how the difference... Oh, we're talking about guild, right. I forgot that's literally what we were talking about before this. Have variable tax rates, and so vendor prices change all the time. At this point, the weight and metals are good enough. Also, take your time, Oka. Real life comes first. At least it's over. We'll see. Nice. Oh dear, feels bad for you. Hope things are okay soon for you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm chilling. I'm just trying to make sure that my voice doesn't give out. That's like my #1 thing right now. Like, I just don't want my voice to give out. Like, in all honesty. So, especially for tomorrow. Anyways, cracks knuckles. We're gonna continue on. There she is, lady, come to rejoin her bosom companion in a great... What? Well, it is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Calusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Rek and Lady to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Norvrun's most notorious virtue, to Calusia and to glory. All right. Whoosh. All right. Let us brook no further delay and commence our search. Separately as before in Amarang, if you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time, and so on that note, may the best hunter win. It is quite interesting. It is quite interesting, his discussion, so to speak. Is that a rank? Or is this just a big old guy? It looks like he's just a big old guy. Yeah, he's just a big old guy. Okay. Anyways, where is it? Somewhere here. There we go. Shh. Oh, Sunshoe's gone. Hold on, I gotta bring my baby out. Sunshoe!
Mom, I was having the craziest dream. It involved potatoes.
Was it that you were eating them?
Yes, how did you know? Mom, watch my trick. I disappear and I teleport right next to you.
Despite looking far and wide, you fail to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Louis Rec was indeed the better hunter this day. Rec? That was a little laggy. I see my internet is wanting to kill itself again. Chat, if I disconnect one more time, I'm doing this all off stream and I don't care. Hate to say it, lady, but it seems we're late to the party. Landbeard and his mates slew the bear before we could. So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with the boy, you poor daft sod. But I don't understand it. The eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you, and you're not the only one willing to open his purse. Damn it! Rah! But more importantly, Rec, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff, saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh no, they're ex-lovers. And do as you like, help or no, you've no chance of beating me to the prize, cause unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her friendship? Do tell. Ha! Ha ha ha! Piss off, Landbird! Why are you still here? You've got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, listen, you want to pay me more? I'll take it. You have questions, I am sure. As you may have surmised, Landbird was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling sin eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear we can no longer afford to delegate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium, but before we part, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me, of course. But of course you will. Let us be off. What do you mean? Why am I being dragged to your... Oh, fine. Watch as he's like the son of the cat people, the Chais. He shouldn't be. He doesn't have the same name in any capacity, but it'd be really funny. Why are we going to the beehive? Why are we going to the beehive? God's damned it. I think I'm interrupting some stuff. I'm just gonna look away. Lady, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Ah. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend Lady. She is not my future spouse. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. Oh, they just don't care? They don't care about him? Dude, that sucks. But also, you have rich parents. So, having neglectful parents... kind of sometimes comes with the job. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly sin eater. He's doing this for attention. God damn it. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous the Sin Eater is, that to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Norvrent shall sing our praises. Is he okay? So is it a matter of he's trying to earn their praise, or is he trying to earn their praise, or is he trying to, what's it called, like, get a rise out of them? Anything, really. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Wow, they just don't care. Damn. Now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it would suffice his trivial pursuits. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been good at any of it. Or any good at it. Hey, quit being a bitch to your son, dude. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving. Lady, right now. Hey, so, like, do you need a daughter, or... Speak to my manservant and leave me out to my entertainment. Uh-huh. And you can't even click on the wife. That's crazy. Oh dear, Master Rick seems awfully upset. He could probably use another they're gone. Wait, or is it because I... No, they're gone. They saw me and they're like, let's, like, move this elsewhere. Oops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He wants to earn his place. Forgive me, lady, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. Or dour. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. You're paying me, right? I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Lambert has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him. I never remember how to say this word. Oblige him and... Oblige. Obligate. Anyways... but to obligate him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. We don't have friends. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refuse Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a coin sum at this time. But I trust that will not deter you from joining me anon? I was never in this for the guild. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. Please do not toy with me so. If nothing else, think of the fame and fabulous reward we'll receive when we finally slay Andrea. I don't need fame. I care about the money. Give me more money. Surely that is incentive enough for you to stay the proverbial course. Anyways, we'll start this after the ad break. We will cease and start this after the ad break. This will give me a little bit of time for me to go get more water because it is hot right now in my room. So I will be right back. You guys go get your water. Go get your, what's called, stand up, stretch, get some food, get some water, anything of the like, okay, my lovelies? Give me one moment. I go get Wawa. chat. Sorry, I was talking to my brother. You probably heard half that conversation. If you did, no you didn't. Sorry, my brother literally was yapping in my ear for so goddamn long. We were talking business stuff. Hey, pets for everyone. Hi, LadyOka. Just wanted to pop and say you were doing well and have a great stream. Thank you, Mecca. I know that it's already late. It's been like 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. My brother's a yapper as much as I am, in all honesty. Also, Damien, thank you so much for the tier 3 at 3 months. Actually, you've been subscribed for 6 months, half a year. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you, thank you. My phone turned off. Oops. Ow, wow, 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 wow. But yeah, my brother was yapping in my ear because we're trying to get a business deal. And yeah, I didn't hear anything. Thank God. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I literally don't have I finished half my water while we were doing it. We didn't hear anything, or at least from the point I joined, which was during the ad break. Listen, anything beyond the ad break, yeah, that was pretty much a combo. Also, how much does a bottle of tea cost in SoCal? I have no idea. It depends on the tea. To be fair, it depends on the bottle and it depends on the tea. Because it's like, you know, Arizona green tea? What, 99 cents? Probably some form of expensive thing. Probably, I don't know, $6 or something. It kind of just depends. I don't know. I don't drink tea. But, which is very funny, by the way. Elf Vtuber also just doesn't drink tea. But then again, I don't drink a lot of things in general. I don't take a lot of caffeine. I don't get a lot of tea. I don't get a lot of sun. Oh, hi, Sunshoe. Sorry, I didn't even realize you were here, baby boy. Goodbye. Get some good speepies. Anyways, okay, I have about 40 minutes to finish 1.5 role quests. We're speeding through this, chat. We're speeding through this as much as we can. So we're locking in. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Lady, my friend, thank the gods you're here. Ever since we parted, I've been exhausting myself running all over Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. Only in the Crystarium? Only the Crystarium? What are you doing? Well, of course, surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. You can walk. But never mind all that, for it's but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Renda Ray's past could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. 'Twas a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength and the hunter a fatal weakness, and so in the ensuing struggle her comrades were killed, leaving her the sole survivor to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Yes? Then there can be no doubt Renda Ray is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvera to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all of this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by a particular moments that forever changed each of these fallen heroes. Yeah, I kind of figured out after the first two. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renda Ray being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason for why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Renda Ray's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse. Miss Olvera lives in Gatetown on Calusia. Let us be off then. Let us be off! I will spam the jingle keys, please. Your voice sounds better. Thank you. I feel a little bit of a strain, but not that much of it. Oh, by the way, nice. I only now just realized you have a dedicated AFK mode. I thought something was just making you randomly open your eyes. Oh, yeah. This is my AFK sleep mode. It's called me falling asleep. And then going honk shoo mimi, honk shoo mimi, honk shoo mimi, honk shoo mimi, honk shoo mimi.
Sleepy noises. Wah!
Yep, that's it. Anyways. I'm not very clever most of the time. No. You're all good, Hedge. You are all good. You are all good. You know what I realized also what is gonna have to happen? I'll probably do the hunt train during the watch party. Hi, Centurion. I genuinely just thought it was a fan or something. That's very funny. Lady, this is Miss Olvera, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time, but when I came of age, she was forced to leave. My, you've grown into such a strapping young man, but I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little wreck. Not in front of her, if you would please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Renda Ray? Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those stories were of Renda Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspire to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger, and for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death as sin-eaters. What? But the flood was 100 years ago. But what do you mean by fresh? Anyways, but despite all of that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names. In all honesty, she doesn't look that much old. Like, she doesn't look like she would be, like, closer to 100. You know what I mean? So I was like, ah. Then it's true. The hero I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring drove me to take up the bow as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olvera, Lady and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again? Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little wreck. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Renda Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away, and even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beast never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a stepped branch, eventually, Renda Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the scourge of Norvrant, the devourers of souls, Balam Quits. But what Renda Ray did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove her undoing, for when she faced Balam Quits, the beast roared with such a force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Artbird and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a fresh-of-breath air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renda Ray. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against a powerful roar that had been her downfall that fated day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renda Ray's ears. Balam Quits, Scourge of Norvrent, Devourer of Souls, has been spotted wandering the Cydia swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it, it would be to face the beast alone. She would not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new comrades as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam Quits, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. Vengeance claimed she rejoined Ardbert and the others and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Renda Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the sin eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was, even if the tale were a little embellished over the years. They were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Olvera. Thank you, Miss Olvera, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. Well, don't do it when I'm dead. So, lady, remember the theory I told you before about the virtues being driven by powerful memories. If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balm Quits, the one that took her from Amarang to Calusia, then her next destination must be Ratika Greatwoods. Right? Did I read that remember that right? Right, that was where she laid low the beast at last, in the Cydia swamps to be precise, and so that is where we shall go. Let us away! Right. Now listen, Reek, there's an awful lot of people who don't know about Renda Ray, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself. And be safe. Lady, was it? It is such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could, but when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it was a miracle that boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. Take care of him. I'll try. Stress. We go to Ratika's Greatwood. So this is probably going to be her battle then, that we're going into. When I was little, Miss Olvera seemed so much bigger and stronger than me, though to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks a confidence I cannot help but envy. But never mind that, we have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once, and keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. There she is. Heh, about time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. Oh, what now? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me! Time to see her battle. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Okay. Attack with potency. Okay. Forgot how to play an archer for a second. Just wait until I hit you with one of my dulling arrows. Down for the count. God, my ears. Need to use the arrows. Is it the... Oh, this is dulling arrow. I see. Am I gonna just die here? Not yet. All I need is one good shot with a dulling arrow. It worked! I've got you now, you bastard! You'll pay for taking them from me. Like I'd let you roar again. I've got plenty of arrows. Yes, just like that. Without your roar, you're nothing! It was my fault, my failure. That's why I have to do it alone. If only I'd been this strong back then they'd still be alive. You can feel it, can't you? The pain, the fear serves you right. What the? Where is this coming from? Oh my god. God, I won't let it end like this. We won't. God damn it, Renda! I knew he was gonna come in. Made it in the nick, I see. I knew it that they were gonna come in. That's very sweet. Are you hurt? Don't worry, I've got you. The lone wolf just had to do it on her own terms. Well, I was never good at indulging foolishness. Don't tell me you followed my trail! Yes, they did. I'll tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard, eh? Something's wrong. It shrugged off our attacks. It's coming for me and Renda. Keep your distance. I'm not able to pay attention to who's saying what anymore. Get around, Nailbert. Lend him your strength. I am really far. I owe you one. Gonna roar again? Like hells you will. Interrupt. I've got plenty of arrows left for you yet. Well struck. Keep it up. Focus, everyone. So they helped her. Okay. It's summoning its strength for something big. Finish it! Everyone to me, lend me your power. Together we will avenge my fallen friends. Victory is ours. No more games. Damn you. DPS check. We've almost got him. Last hit. There we go. I'm fairly certain I wasn't actually the last hit, so I don't know about Render Ray defeating him. But okay. Tough old bugger. Everyone alright? Arbert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, and I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. I like that to imagine that the helmet brings a voice changer, by the way. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. Together we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Norvrund. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. Then we set our sights on Balam Quits. Baby Arbert is so cute. I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lot and thought that maybe, with your help, I might just have a fighting chance. So, you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it. Jim from LadyOka? Sorry. Easier to live in the moment, you know? The next town, the next job, the weeks flew by, and after a time I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again. Are we or are we not your comrades, through thick and thin? These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they might not as well not exist. Goodness. You say the thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You've saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brendan or Nilebert are whispering about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. Hello? Ha ha ha. Oh. Aww. And it stopped raining. This one's worth a fortune, eh? And fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh god, it's not another night to remember. Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balmquist's demise, until Ardbert's drunken snores wakes them up from their slumbers. And on that note, I think it's time we quit this place. And Renda Ray, I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs, selfish as it was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. That's so me. Right. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Alright. Oh. Look, this pretty little crystal. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? I love how you can see the passage of time via their gear. Yes, I was thinking about that. Lady! Lady, wake up! I don't want to fight her by myself! Wake up, damn you! Hello? What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Adrea. You know what? I've had enough! I don't need you either! I literally called it. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Sin Eater on my own. Ha! Well, good luck with that. It's past time I told you piss off. I'm not that type of person. Good luck with that! Upon our return to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment, and we will be free to go our separate ways. Okay, bye. Frey, please. I know you're angry, and he's a rich boy. Frey, internally. Going lahi, lahi, hahi. Okay, well now that I have a moment to actually talk to you guys. Renda Ray's story was probably my favorite of the Shadowbringer role quests. I think that her story is very sweet. I will say that. It's truly the testament of friendship that I could appreciate. And also as someone who loves like the ranger, just like rangers in general, I love the hunter trope that she has. So, always happy about that. Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Hump! Consider this a formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the names Rick and Lady in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day! When he was little, Rick's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. No, I would have! I actually would have! I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, and then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles. I am sure a talented woman like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, Rek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had in some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find traveling rather difficult these days. If you could go in my stead, it would would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. Only for you, darling. A seasoned hunter as well? Of course, I would do anything for you. Oh, whoopsies. Where is he? Ah, this destination. Is 2K considered good payment for hunting a Sin Eater? No. Louis Rex's customary seat is empty, and there's nothing to suggest he has occupied it recently. Perhaps someone will have noted his passing. Oh, god damn it. Louis Rec, the Mistel Lordling. If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I've no idea where else to look. Looking for Master Rec, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is Mum and Dad cut him off. Mummy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amaro. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Wow, nobody likes him. Who'd have thunk? Calusia, right? You're Louis Rex's partner. I was with Len Bird, remember? Oh, hi, Aura Man. Hi. Sorry. It wasn't taking in your account. I ought stress, because after we left you, we headed straight to Ratika. I ought to stress, because after we left you, we headed straight to Ratika. We'd heard a rumored Andrea was there, and Bird wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Landbird fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Wicked white, I still remember looking back as I ran and seeing Landbird rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles, and not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Louis Rec to be one of them neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Ratika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend, but I have no doubt that you're going to your doom. Hey, so do you want to, like, hang out afterward? If I were you, I'd leave Louis Rec to hunt the virtue on his own. No shame in recognizing you've got no chance. Only a fool would fight this fight. I'll go over there. Also, Sala, I understand the time. I can see the time. I have the time. You're fine. Oh, fuck. I'm going the wrong way. Let's go over here. Now, chat, here's your slight big question right now, okay? Here is your slightly big question. Do we save the last one for tomorrow? Because as far as my understanding is, level 80 quest is going to be about 2 to 3 hours long. The level 80 quest line is going to be 2 to 3 hours long. Do we save the last roll quest for tomorrow? Or do we do it right now and just say, screw the first hour of critical roles next season? Or campaign 2. Hey, I'm here. Lady, why are you here? Don't tell me you came from me. What are you doing on the floor? It's terrible. It's horrible. Andrea, she's killed them all. Oh, well, I'm getting a headache. Anyways, stay here for a little while. Oh, no, I'm seeing yours. Renda Ray, if aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. Aw, that's sweet. You think she'll listen to you? I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced Balam quits a century ago on this very ground. Hey? Lenbird, oh gods, no! My ex-lover! Oh my god, you're friends! Or his friends. Yum, 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 yum. Well, I know why you abandoned everything. Don't tell me you beheld a vision of my past just now, did you? Yeah. You're kind of a wimp. I thought as much. Wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful. That trick of yours, though. I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Andrea. I can't control when it happens. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you were. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately? Well, good to know. Anyways, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Landbird and those other hunters into sin eaters like herself. A hume axeman, a galgant swordsman, a dwarven healer, an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her friendship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But there was no Catboy in there, so I'm free to go. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Balm Quits. But Render Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. No, she didn't actually. She actually had help at the end. By her friends. What? They were there too? Then the stories were wrong! Yes, you need friends to kind of help you, Chief. God, strike me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, lady. I can't do it alone. Help me! I've regretted my behavior ever since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. It's fine. Water under the bridge. I've dealt with idiots like you before. It's fine. Thank you, my friend. I hope it is all right if I call you that. Yeah, you just need a friend. It's okay. Right then. Andrea should be around here somewhere. Still on the hunt for Balm Quits, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. No doubt Landbird and the others are with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I'd not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Renda Ray most of all. She is my hero, and if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it! But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone, and I am far from my best. The only way to see through this is together. You and me, my friend. What say you? You can count on me. Ha! I ask for your word, and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gateway Town and let Miss Alvara know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. Okay, so I suggest doing the last role quest, but only if you have the time and such. I think, for the sake of time, which I think is really stupid, but for the sake of time, we'll do it tomorrow before stream starts. Which means, unironically, I have actually done every single role quest on a different stream day. Which is a little stupid, but it's whatever, you know? It is what it is. It is what it is. Lady, what a pleasure to see you again, and in the company of Little Wreck, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up? I should like to think so, yes, and it is all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might well still be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my maraud failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad that you did. Miss Olvera is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being, but she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Rek. I have you, don't I? And before you start babbling about how you wish you could properly reward Lady, as I can tell you're about to, I know you've prepared a hearty meal just for her. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have reclaimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united, Rek and Lady are unstoppable, is what I would like to say. But I know my own limitations better than anyone, so it would be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You two should see to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend. Also, before I forget, Set. By the way, thank you so much for the 15 months, darling, at tier 1. And thank you so much for the 15 months. Oh boy, another month. Hey, let's go. Thank you so much, Set. I know that you did this a few minutes ago. I'm so sorry. I was trying to focus on the story. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lady, my friend, my partner, I trust you are ready. Good, good. That is very good indeed. For before we depart to face Andrea for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Uh-huh. I gather you were not unaware of this. Truly, you are as perceptive as you are mighty. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay, all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only to contend with the one foe, we must now confront 5, and for all my preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. In discussing this grim reality with Miss Olvera while you were away, we hit upon a potential staggerment? I have no idea what was said. Recall you Renda Ray's greatest strength and weaknesses, her preternatural hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you can use it to secure an advantage in your battle. What I lack in strength of arms, I may make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us a victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. 1,000 pardons, Master Rick, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy, what does he want from me now? It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh dear. You may tell my father and mother the following, that I, Louis Rec, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin-eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Miss Olvera, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Rec. I shall deliver your reply to them at once. He's happy. He's like, good that you're, what's it called? Taking things in your own stride. Right, now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting that giant noisemaker of ours. Let us consult the craftsman of the crystalline mean at once. He grew a spine. Pat, pat, pat. I dare say you lit a fire in him, lady. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents. Right? Also, chat, I'm gonna let you guys know this now. If you guys want to watch I was gonna say Crunchyroll. If you guys want to watch the Critical Role next chapter, then I would definitely recommend you guys popping into the Discord server. As soon as I'm done with this, I will head on over. I might just be a smidge late. I just might be a smidge late. So if you guys want to pop on over, I will come over to the Discord server and we will have a good old jolly time with that, okay? Oh, I gotta go down. Can I go down from here? I think I can. Can I jump this? Yes. Yay. What's all this then? You got something what needs making? Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well. Ain't that one of the stranger requests I've heard? Well, if it's just noise you want, then I'd wager we can make do with a special blend of fire sand. I think I've got just the recipe for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll need to go and fetch them for me. But fetch? What precisely is it that you request? Well, there's this one particular beastie native in Calusia what's got a singular diet and leaves these massive dung piles. The fresher the better, if it please. A few varieties of grasses native to Raktika. Oh, and some iron ore from Amare. I'll give you a list if you like. To wit, I will need to travel to the far corners of Norvrun and back? Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I will do whatever must needs to be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials. Hello? Wait for him to return. He's actually gonna go do it himself. That's kind of insane. You know what? Respectable. Respectable. I mean, we can get this done faster if I was doing it with him, but you know, that's fine. The kid's gotta learn the taste of hard work for himself. Warrior of Light finally has someone to fetch stuff for them. I know, right? He's a retainer, guys! Oh my gosh. It was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. That gentleman was rather accommodating, despite being somewhat put out that I had not any guilt to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it was somewhat rather refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to proof. If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let's put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing, write the opening of ours, that of Wreck and Lady, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Raktika and glory await! Can you imagine if this is actually like the I know it's not ancestors, but if this is like essentially the what is it called? Is he the Hildebrand of the first? Because it feels like he's almost the Hildebrand of the first, so to speak. It feels like this is the start of the Hildebrand questline. And maybe this is me just realizing it's so late. It really does feel like that. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that he's like the Hildy of the first. Bounty hunter extraordinaire. As soon as he said that, I was like, wait a second, that's just Hildy. If I make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's past. This really could not be a worse time. Well, are you still with me in here and now? Yep, I'm here. Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to rest our fellow hunters and grant Renda Ray a peace a hero deserves. The peace a hero deserves. Okay, we're about to fight this. I'll distract with the noise arrow. Seize an opportunity to strike. Do I kill everything else first? Sounds like it. Are they defending her? Damn, we'll have to deal with them first. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just realized. Why am I not going for the healer first? Boy, are you gonna heal yourself? Because I can't stop you from, like, dying. Rest in peace, Renda Ray.
Another pretty crystal.
We won! Even seeing it and saying it hardly feels real. Huh? What's that you've got there? Wicked White, you're... You're Renda Ray, the real Renda Ray. It is nice that we as Warrior of Light is able to kind of bring about their last words. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swore. Never again. Balam quits. The Shadowkeeper, the Flood, come what may, we would face it together, no matter how hard it got or how terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever, to welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when I laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up that tiny reminder in a final futile effort, even knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more? What is this? You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask! I'd steal that, by the way. I don't understand. What was she talking about? Probably, you know, some stuff about this. It's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, becoming forgotten. Thank you, lady. I could never have gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Renda Ray was, or any of the other Warrior of Lights truly were. It was all ancient history to me. Why would I care about some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. It made it all the easier to pursue Andrea for my own amusement. I pray I've made it up for it in part by helping to lay Renda Ray's soul to rest. Miss Olvera is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Calusia and let her know we're all right. Right. Let me look at who we're gonna raid into. I'm fairly certain I know exactly who we're gonna raid into. But I just need to see where they are on my list. My little wreck. Lady, congratulations on a job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Renda Ray to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, and to have the world call you a villain, even still, but at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Renda Ray, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. She doesn't say anything more than that. Alright, and now we get to finish up the job quest. Who is making a mess over here? Ken Blade. Hey, Ken. Andrea's bounty had been paid to us in full, my friend. So come, let us eat and drink and be merry. I've been meaning to ask, lady, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them? They're my friends. So I actually came from a completely different location, and you know, I've known them and I've greeted and met them, and this is this and this is that, and they're actually good people. They were kind of maybe a little bit manipulated into creating the flood, but you know, that's what it is. Also, Artbird is like constantly in my inn. I'm not joking. He's in my bedroom at all times as a ghost, by the way. He's actually real. He's probably standing right behind you, you know? That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it is the truth. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood? Wicked white. It must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. Yes, that is what happened. I won't pretend that I have anything even remotely I won't pretend we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, then I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Renda Ray were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. Sup? You are made of sterner stuff, lady, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I could never walk your path. Do you wish you could? How could I not? I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I was traveling with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olvera used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she's become, made me realize how much little time we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone and in squalor. I've decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that she made me the man I am today. Aw, that's so sweet. That's actually really, really sweet. That's probably one of the best endings we've gotten thus far with our role quests. Therefore, though it pains me to say, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least a tentative suspension, of the glorious partnership that was Rek and Lady, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Calusia, however, do come and pay us a visit. That's actually really sweet. That's actually very, very sweet. You know what? I will take the lack of pay cut if it means that he will actually spend time with her, because that's sweet. That is very sweet. Speaker of the Brave. 5 points. Oh, hi, Gameblade. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, I have all of these. Are you okay with that? I already have all of these. Oh. Wait, did he fall for the tragic huntress? Huh? No? What? Silly. Very, very silly. Thank you. I will gift these to a wonderful little sproutling who probably also needs more, what's it called? Who probably would like a minion or two. So, thank you, thank you. The girl who lost her party. I don't think he fell for her. He idolizes her because of the fact that, like, she's like a fairy tale hero. He is someone he looked up to. I don't think it's someone he fell for certain. Anyways, my lovely, congrats on another role quest. Thank you. Anyways, I will do the last quest tomorrow then. We will do the last quest tomorrow before we set up everything. I may stream earlier. I might stream an hour earlier just so I can get that done instead of our usual time. But we will see what happens, okay? So, nutters, thumbs up. Shh, don't judge my shipper heart. She's 100 years dead, by the way, as a note. She's been dead for 100 years, and she's been gone for 100 years. What are you talking about? Groovy, good job today. Good job. Thank you. But yes, we'll do more tomorrow. I'm gonna go give you guys over to T, by the way. She's currently playing Blue Protocol. So go give her lots of love and appreciation, okay? I know that this is a short stream. I did say it was going to be a short stream, but I do appreciate you guys immensely for being here. Thank you so much. And please go give Tifi lots of love and appreciation, okay? I might have lost the plot about halfway in. Yeah, she literally has been dead for 100 years. She's literally a corpse right now, kind of being possessed and bringing her everything. Yeah, no, she's been gone for a very, very long time. So yes, anyways, go give T lots of love and appreciation for her stream with Blue Protocols, okay? Anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I might, depending on how awake I am, I might stream an hour early just to get this done, okay? Anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye! Well, tomorrow's going to be the end of, tomorrow's going to be the end for Shadowbringers, guaranteed. I will force myself to drink a bunch of coffee if I have to. Also, in the Discord server, if you guys don't know, in the Discord server, we are currently going to be watching Critical Role. I will pop in there in 5 minutes. Okay, bye!